Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. If you are new to the channel, a big warm welcome. My name is Tristan Mortlock and this is Captain's Vlog. Now today you join me in the crew mess here on board Motor Yacht AWOL, and I want to give you guys an update of what's happening on board with the engineering works and the paint works. But before we do, I just want to give you guys a quick little tour here of the crew mess. It's not very much to see, but just to give you guys an idea of the kind of the living quarters that we have on board Motor Yacht AWOL. So it's pretty small. So basically we have like a little dining area here. This table we fold out and then we can all dine and have our dinners and lunches. You have the crew board here, so any information that's relevant to the boat or to the crew, we tend to post it on the board. And then on the cork board here, we have all the notices, the drug and alcohol policy, the health and safety notices, all the legal requirements we are supposed to carry on board and post on the crew board, and some photos we got there of last summer and the summer before. And then we've got our information for our DPA and the company security officer and so on. In here, this is the goodie cupboard. Let me just open this up. So normally quite empty, but you can see we've got all our snacks and stuff in here. But as we're not living on board at the moment, we're living ashore, so it's not so full. But there's a big snack cupboard in the crew house ashore. And then here we've just got some sauces and milks and peanut butter and Nutella. Yum yum yum. Here, this is all being disconnected because of the paint, but this is normally the CCTV. We have the CCTV control panel here, so we can see from the engine room to the ECR to the main deck to the forward deck, so we can see throughout the boat what's happening around. Here, this is the onboard monitoring system. So basically, it will give me, say for example, I want to see the level of the water tanks. Click on water tanks, and then you can see we're relatively low now on fresh water. We want to keep it low at the moment because we're not using a lot, so we don't want the water to be stagnant. So we only top up what we really need. And this is the holding tank, so this is the grey and black tank. And then so basically so on, we got like light controls that tell us the fuel levels, the bilge system. So it's pretty good system. Here's the GPS receiver. This is a halo, so we can communicate from here to the bridge, to the aft deck, to the forward deck. And this is the stewardess call system. So basically, if a guest was to push the button, say in their cabin, an alarm will come on, or a sound will come on, and then the number will come on and we relate to the cabin, and then the stewards know that they need some assistance, or they require maybe a drink or whatever they need. Just over here we've got the air conditioning. Very important in the summertime to have good air conditioning on board, which is great. We've also got a stereo system, and there we got the TV. But to be honest with you, I think the last time that TV was used was probably the beginning of 2018. We never really watched TV. And these days, you know, everybody's kind of like on their tablets, on their phones, and kind of streaming on like Netflix, I guess, or YouTube, or watching Super Yacht Captain. And then here we have the crew lists, which I won't show too much information. And then we have the pilot boarding arrangement. Some of you may recognize this. This is posted on a lot of publications, including the NP100, the Mariner's Handbook. For those of you that want to join yachting, the NP100 should be your Bible. So you study that book, you know that book back to front. You've got a very high chance of passing your OW oral exam. Now let's move through here into the laundry. Turn lights on here. So we basically got 2 Miele dryers and 2 Miele washers there. All the products that we use for the cleaning. We take huge pride because you know, we are very eco-friendly on board. So I would say 99% of the products we use on board are eco-friendly and biodegradable. It's very special. It's very important to us to be as green as possible, and you know, we've shown that. Well, Barbara showed that, the chief officer, by winning the sustainability award last year, and she's continued to progress and trying to find ways, well, her and Jib, the chief stew, trying to find ways to be even greener and greener and greener, because it's down to us to take care of our oceans and our environment. So here, this is where the girls hang all the clothes, or guys. We'll go through into here. No, we won't go through into here because that's going to set off the alarm. We don't want to do that. Up here we have the emergency escape. So basically this comes down into a ladder. So if we have a fire on board and the exits are blocked, this is emergency escape that takes us up to the foredeck. Otherwise, we have another emergency escape. We can go down into the bilge, and there's a tunnel from the fore part of the boat where we are now, all the way aft to the engine room. So we've got two means of emergency escape here in the crew mess. As you can see, we've got a number of smoke alarms, smoke alarm, smoke alarm, sprinkler, smoke alarm, sprinkler, and then this is the emergency escape for the guest cabin. So they'll come through here and then make their way out to what I just showed you. So what we've done down here as well, all these lights originally were halogen. You can see now, if they were halogen, I'll be burning my hand. They're all being converted to LED. Why have we done that? It's a lot safer. It reduces the risk of fire. It reduces temperature, and it's just a lot more environmentally friendly because we're using less power as well. So that's a short tour of the crew mess. Let's go and see the engineering, and I want to show you guys the progress of the paint, and I want to share some big news with you guys, which I'm really excited about. Okay. So guys, we're back in the garage here, and I'm going to show you guys the seawater chilling pumps. Craig, the engineer, has just serviced them, reconditioned them, and now he's just painted them. They'll be nicely installed. Here we have the Alfa Laval, all being completely reconditioned. Okay, what the Alfa Laval does, it spins and cleans the fuel. And Craig is going to explain how an Alfa Laval works.
Oh, here we go. Put me on the spot there. So how an Alfa Laval works, let me show you. So what it does, it spins at a very high revolution. And obviously because water is a lot heavier than fuel, water goes in here, and as it's spinning with centrifugal force, creates a water seal around the outside. So what happens is all the dirt gets thrown to the outside. There's a lot of little discs inside that separate the fuel. With that centrifugal force, it spins the fuel out, throws the dirt to the outside, and that gets caught in the water, creating a water seal, and then your fuel comes out clean. And whatever water is left in the fuel as well will also get thrown out to the outside. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that explanation. Very well said. And then also guys, the newly reconditioned bilge and fire pumps are coming back in. Here is one of them, all being signed and stamped by Rena. It's all been reconditioned by Gianeschi, the manufacturers of the pumps. And we've got two more, one more coming here and the emergency one being put forward. The hydraulics have gone back in. The steering, the big steering box, remember we took this all out, got all completely reconditioned. That's all been installed now, all been given 2 thumbs up, which is fantastic. We'll make our way to the AC room. I want to show you guys the work that Craig's done in here. Some of you may remember that this was looking really worse for wear, but look at it now. It's looking absolutely fantastic. It's all been conditioned, pressure tested, signed, sealed, stamped and approved. This is for the Novenco system, which is the sprinkler system. All looking good, and you can see what we've done, what I've asked the engineers always to do. So with all this kind of material, always put a lacquer on it, otherwise it gets that oxidization, it goes kind of green, which is not nice. So you put a lacquer on it and it will stay that color, stay looking nice and brand new. Excuse me. And then here you can see all new valves. He's flushed the condensers with a product called Barnacle Buster, which is an eco-friendly product which basically breaks off any barnacles in the condenser and in the seawater system. As you can see, this is where the pumps that I showed you earlier, that Craig is reconditioned and painted. They normally sit here, so they've been taken out. And then once the paint is dry, he's going to then reassemble the pump and then reinstall them. The progress really does continue on board. Let's go and see how the chaps are doing in the engine room. Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good, looking nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the here, looking brand
I'm
new.
doing second coat, start second coat.
Starting second coat.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Looking absolutely fantastic. Look at that. You guys have done a fantastic job, really happy with the result, well done. Looking amazing. Look at that, brand new. Really, really happy with that. Fantastic, thank you guys. Let's have a look through here. See, all the bilges have been sanded and painted. Well, sorry, sanded, cleaned, then painted. So really looking. Where's Roy gone?
This is no finished for second coat.
This one's still waiting for a second coat.
Yeah, because working here.
Yeah. Okay.
And this for second coat.
So which part are you painting now? I
clean the
Yeah.
rust, so much rust.
Yeah.
So I take out the paint.
Okay. So what these four things are here, guys, these are actually the emergency shutoffs for the fuel. So say for example we have a fire on board, I will give the order to the engineer to do the emergency shutoff if the fire's in the engine room, in case we run a risk of setting fire to the fuel. So basically at the entrance to the ECR, there's a shut off, there's a lever you pull down multiple times and it sets off this solenoid here, and that goes bang and it shuts the fuel from going to the generators and to the main engines. So a lot of work continuing. So what Roy's doing here, he's basically masking it all up, he's sanding it back, and then he's going to paint it.
Preparing for paint.
Yep, all preparing for paint. Here we have the power pack for the stabilizers. Again, you can see this has all been painted, reconditioned, all looking brand new again. You can see the guys did. You can see when it was serviced, which was in November when the guys were on board, the technicians. Again, you can see they put the lacquer on new piping. It's really, and they painted everything on down here. It's really, really, really happy with the progress. It's going to be a brand new boat, but still big news come, guys. I'm going to tell you in this video. Look at that, all looking really nice and new. We're getting there, we're kind of, it's almost feeling like we're getting to the last stretch here in the engine room, but still, as you can see, the starboard engine, it's being completely disassembled. So this is the starboard engine. So we're basically doing a full top end rebuild with brand new cylinder heads, new cylinder liners, reconditioning all the turbos, injectors, filters, the raw water pump, the freshwater pump. Yeah. Over there we've got the water maker, which turns seawater into fresh water. As you can see, a lot of work happening on board. A lot of work. That's the update on the engineering side of things. I'm going to update you guys now on the paint. Let's go and take a look. So you can see here, this is the base coat that they've applied. It's absolutely spot on. But they're still going to sand this back, and they still need to apply 2 additional clear coats. So in total, they're painting 4. They've done 4 coats of primer, 3 coats of base coat being the color coat, and then by the end of it they will have 4 coats of clear coat. So it's still going to look even better than that. Even that looks absolutely spectacular. I'm not sure if the camera brings it out, but there's not a speck of dust there's zero orange peel. Basically what orange peel essentially is kind of overspray, and even though we don't have the orange peel here, we've got a bit on the hull, but the benefit of the orange peel, it just means it's got more thickness. So in order to reduce that look of the orange peel, what we're doing is we're sanding back and doing the additional clear coat. So what the clear coat does is it kind of effectively reduces the orange peel effect. That's what we're trying to achieve. Anyway, the big news I want to share with you guys is I found out last week that the paint spec and acceptance criteria, so basically the paint job that we are applying to AWOL, is from a technical point of view the most advanced paint spec ever applied on a San Lorenzo yacht. So we will have the best paint job ever applied on a San Lorenzo yacht. This is given the number of coats, this is given the acceptance criteria. So the acceptance criteria was built by our surveyor Pietro Tomasi, and so we will have the best painted San Lorenzo in the world. So guys, if you want to challenge my statement about having the best paint spec ever on a San Lorenzo, I will definitely welcome it. I don't say those kind of things lightly, but I found a lot of information through paint companies and companies that work directly with San Lorenzo. Not saying that the paint application applied to San Lorenzo is bad. It is very, very good. All I'm saying is we've taken it the next level, you know, because we're spending the extra money, but we feel it's worthwhile because it's going to last a lot longer. So very proud of that. So guys, that's the end of today's video. Please guys, please do subscribe to the channel because it really does help me to continue to produce these videos for you guys. I love sharing it all with you and to give people who don't work in the industry an insight of actually what goes on board the boats. So please do subscribe, please do click that like button if you enjoyed this video. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel, and if you have any questions, please do post them in the comments box below. But for today, that's the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys next video.